I don't know what people's problem is. That's why you have saliva, okay? Never talk to me when I'm taking a bath. Was the aloo bhujia craze that I picked up from you. I don't know what is wrong with that panda, but things were going wrong on the floor all the time.
Hello, YouTube. Welcome to another episode of Kisse with Kasturi, where we keep it casual and overshare for free. Today's episode is extra special because I have someone who I have known since not only my college days, but I have lived with this person, I have worked with this person, and we're still speaking. So that's a win. We have seen each other through the bad hair days, bad decisions, and many, many emotional breakdowns. So today we're asking the age old question: can two people live together, work together, and still be friends? Let's find out. So, welcome to this podcast, Rashmi. I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. But before we get into the questions, please tell our viewers a little about yourself. Put in a weird fact.
Hi everyone, I am Rashmi and I am 26 years old. I live in Bangalore. I work as a senior content writer. And one weird fact about me would be that I am an eldest sibling. I think a lot of people are surprised to know that I have a sibling, much less that I'm the eldest one. But yeah, I have a lot of only child tendencies, so people are surprised.
I'm just gonna be here what I did in pretty much every episode and say that's not a weird thing, so think again.
It's a weird thing. Okay, fine. Okay, my weird thing would be that I absolutely love eating chapati with kurkure.
That is the weirdest thing I've seen
It's
any.
not weird. You have to try it, okay?
No.
It's not dry. I don't know what people's problem is. That's why you have saliva, okay? It's not. It tastes really good. You have to try it.
Oh my god. No, I don't recommend it at all. It does not look appealing at all.
It tastes the best. Like if it is the green chutney flavor, that's the best flavor to eat it with chapati.
I feel
If you
like
want
if I tell this to Menak, he's going to probably be like, not the weirdest. Like he'll be like, how
Yeah,
good. And for me,
exactly.
I'm just like, that's just horrifying. But yes, that is your weirdest thing. And you went with the answer of eldest sibling. Come on. That's not a weird fact.
It's the first episode. I didn't want people to think I'm like a freak here.
So, Rashmi, which beverage do you have for us today?
I have it was a frozen, almost slushy texture of Maaza. And now it is gone back to being liquid Maaza. But yeah, this is my mug. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, it's a Pride and Prejudice mug.
Yes, it says Talk Darcy to me. And it has that last, not the last one, it has that dialogue where Darcy and Elizabeth meet when it's raining and he just says that he loves her. That's the dialogue.
Yeah, is it that one where he says, "What? Don't leave me" or something?
No.
Like
I honestly,
you have bewitched me, soul, body.
yes,
That one.
bewitched me body,
Yeah.
yes, so, yes.
This is me flexing my literature skills.
Yes.
Okay, so I have my drink, and because of this background blur thing that I've done, in none of the episode people can see my drink, but I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
I have a Starbucks caramel macchiato. See, it's so
You
difficult.
should put your hand behind it so that the blood thing doesn't happen.
Oh,
See, I am teaching you how to do it.
here. Okay. Looks so weird. But yeah, apparently I bought this and then Manak is like, you're supposed to get a straw with it because there's a space to put the straw. And I'm like, there was no straw. And he's like, how can there be no straw? And I'm like, well, I'll figure it out. I'll just drink.
Yeah, you can drink it. I say, yeah, you don't need a straw.
Yeah, even I think you can drink it. But it's pretty cute. Like, it's so compact.
Yeah.
And I like it. And I thought, like, with Rashmi, I have to sit with something fancy. I can't just sit with, like, tea. Like, Okay, so Rashmi, what are we talking about today? Like, I did introduce the topic kind of in the introduction, but why don't you give a little more depth on the topic to our viewers?
Okay, so me and Kasturi worked together and lived together in Hyderabad for almost a year and a half or so. So that's it. That's what we'll talk about. Should friends live together? Big question mark.
Oh,
Will it turn into an exclamation point in the end? We will know.
and it is not just living. We were together 24/7, constantly. And do you remember, like, the place that we worked? Our manager literally said something like,
Yeah. Do you guys fight?
Yeah, I think he was like, aren't you sick of each other? And I'm like,
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So when you came to Hyderabad and you started living with me, what was your first impression of me?
I honestly thought you'll be difficult to live with.
Hey.
I don't know why. I just thought you'll be like very high maintenance and very difficult to live with, but it turns out I am the high maintenance difficult one to live with.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's. I don't think you're too high maintenance. You're very like like routine.
Yeah.
Your
What
way.
did you think of me?
I thought, yeah, so I am a little flexible myself. Like, I'm okay if it's like I'm not very comfortable if things get too delayed. But then,
Mhm.
like, for me, it's fine if one day, let's say, it's like, okay, half an hour, 1 hour early or late or whatever. But with you, it was like, you need this much time or you need this much. That is what, like, my impression. I was like, very set in her ways. It's gonna be a tough cookie.
Yes.
But then I'm married to someone who's also set in his ways. So it's just gone downhill from there.
I broke her in. Okay, I broke in Kasturi before she married Menak. So any credits should come to me.
It's really strange because sometimes I talk to Menak and like sometimes I talk about you to Menak and he completely understands your point. Like if I have a fight with you, I'll be like, I'll tell Menak, I'm like, I had a fight with Rashmi. Like the two people I'm fighting with, you and Rashmi. And it's like, yeah, it's like, it's as if it's like I am the one who's like fighting. Like you're completely fine in your whatever you're saying. So unfair. It's like 2 versus 1.
Yeah.
So 2 versus 1. But I was very excited to live with you. Very excited.
Even I was very excited, yeah. We were friends for a very long time before that. So I knew it would be a bit difficult, but not like crazy where we'll kill each other in the end or something.
But you thought I was high maintenance. I thought actually the complete opposite. I thought you were like very easygoing.
Really?
Yeah, because every time, so before she shifted with me, like we have been mostly talking on like phones and like text and things because we lived in
WhatsApp,
different cities. And so for me, it was like she always was very like understanding. Yes, okay, fine. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be so easy breezy. It was not easy, but it was
It
also
was
like, but I would not change it. I would still go and live
Yeah,
1 year
true.
with you.
Even I would.
Yeah.
Even in the future, if we get a chance to live together, I wouldn't mind.
What the hell is I wouldn't mind? Like I would be like I'd be
I'll be
honored.
more
That is
than
what
okay.
Sorry?
I'll be more than okay.
More than okay, what? I'd be honored. That's the sentence. What the hell is that?
Honored.
Hey. I love this question. So when did the coziness turned into craziness? When did you think that, oh my god, this is not how I imagined it?
I think it was during rainy season. It
Okay.
was just bad. In like the waterlogging was bad. The going to office in the rain was bad. The coming back, the clothes not drying. Me not using the washing machine and putting the clothes to dry under the sun was very, very bad.
I'm gonna
It
give
just
some context
became
to
so
everyone
bad.
watching. Rashmi is obsessed with her laundry. I've never seen someone stress this much about laundry. She had her 2 fixed days that she's gonna do laundry. Then she had her fixed days that she has to take down the clothes, fold it, and then every Sunday she would wake up early morning, put on sunscreen because well,
Exactly. You
and
have to. That is why I look so good now, even though I'm 26.
do you know I have not been putting sunscreen the last 2-3 days.
I
I've
can't
just been
believe
like
this.
blazing sun.
That's all I can say.
But anyway, so like she would go up to the terrace where the washing machines were, and she would like she did not want to be late. She did not want to stand in line, so she would go at 6 o'clock. And if it was raining and she could not get her clothes down, oh my god, that's all she would talk about on the way back. Oh my god, it's gonna rain. All the clothes will not dry. Yeah, so
It was a giant headache for me. Like I just couldn't live without like fresh clothes every single day. It was so bad.
And with Rashmi, her like thing is that if a piece of clothing touches your body, it has to go for
It
wash.
has to go. Okay, it's just off for me.
What
Otherwise.
about jeans? How many times can you rewear the jeans?
Jeans? I think 3 to 4 times is fine. But again, that depends on the weather. If it was very hot, then maybe 2 to 3 times.
Wow, 2 to 3 times is a very, very stretch.
It is.
You want to tell them how I did not even have a laundry basket?
Exactly. She used to have like a suitcase on top of which all the dirty laundry went in a pile. And that pile has fallen down so many times. That pile has been shifted around the room so many times. And I think in the last 3 or 4 months before you left is when you got a laundry basket.
Yeah. What?
But the most important bit was that she used to wash her clothes. Like in the room, not like use a washing machine to wash the clothes, which I understand because it's a communal washing machine. But still, everything by hand, every single week. I don't know how she did it.
Please tell this again and again. People should know I work, okay? People have very wrong perception of me. I don't work. I can't do anything. Clearly, I can.
No. She's very hardworking. She even fed me like her famous onion and Maggi aloo bhaja. She made aloo bhaja for me, and it was she can cook a little
Exactly.
bit. But other things also she does. Yeah,
Good.
washed her clothes every single week. I don't know how she did it.
No, I hate to stand in line with those other girls. I would rather just do it by myself.
There was no line. That's why I used to wake up early. at like 5:30, 6 in the morning on a Sunday, because then it'll be empty. All the washing machines are empty. I can pick whichever one I want and put my clothes in, and it's done. Within an hour, hour and a half, washing is done.
But to be fair, you used to go to sleep also early. I used to sleep at like 1 o'clock or something. And you used to sleep at 10. Who sleeps at 10?
Old people.
Oh my god, even Mehna does
People
that.
that work in corporate, that whose soul have been sucked by work, they just go to sleep at night.
I can't believe this. Even Manak is just like sleeps by 10, and I am just on purpose up till 1 o'clock. I'm like, I refuse to sleep. If I sleep, the day is over. No. I have to again go back to work.
I do that on the weekends, like on Friday, Saturday.
Hmm.
I do sleep at like 1 or 2. I watch something, but yeah. Other days I sleep at like 10:30, 11.
Wow, 10:30 and 11 is like really late for you. I would expect you to
It's
sleep by 8.
I eat my breakfast, dinner at 8. Who knows, I might eat my breakfast at 8 in the night now.
Oh my god. Yeah, so like you can see like how different our schedules were.
That was a big point of contention though, like our different schedules.
Yeah.
Because when I had to take a hair wash, I used to wake up at 5 in the morning. I had to put on my hair mask. I had to like leave it in for like 20 minutes and then take a bath. But yeah.
1.5 hours.
Very committed.
I used to panic. So I hate going to office late or anywhere. I needed to be there at least 15 minutes before if I could, if not on time. And Rashmi is taking forever with her nice time, with her bathing. And I'm like, hello, we have to. I had to finish it in 15 minutes. That was in the beginning. Then she kind of picked up. Yeah. But like, oh my god, I've never seen someone take that long bath. Like she was committed because she would wake up at like 5:30 in the morning. I don't know.
Okay, taking a bath is very sacred for me. Like if someone pisses me off during that time, I will kill them. Never talk to me when I'm taking a bath. I did make a lot of friends though when I used to go do laundry. So if you are in the market looking for friends, I would suggest
go do laundry. The laundry thing reminded me. Do you remember that girl who had a fight with over laundry?
Yes. Oh god.
Oh my god. See, those are the reasons why I don't do laundry. Okay. So there was this girl, for everyone who's listening. And I was clearly like a very decent person. I was ahead of her. I was supposed to go next. This one comes out of nowhere and she's like, I'm going to put my clothes there. And I'm like, no, I was in the line. And she's like, I've been waiting from the morning. Like, okay, you are stupid. You did not wait. You just went off to your room. Of course, I was going to take the washing machine.
Take the washing machine, yeah.
Like, that is the unspoken rule. And this person, she just put her clothes in the washing machine right on top of my clothes and said that she's not going to remove it. Can you believe? Like, this is the kind of shit I had to deal with. So,
that's why you wake up early. That's why you wake up at 5:30. It's sad.
Dude, I was up early. I went right to it. You took the washing machine before me, like very unprofessionally. And then I had taken another one and this shenanigan happened.
When it comes to laundry, it's every woman for herself, okay?
Well, she did prove that. We had to wash clothes together. It was the worst experience of my life. I had to rewash some of the clothes. I was just like, no, can't do this.
Yeah.
So, if you guys are planning to go to like a hostel, a PG, get ready for all this. You'll have to fight for a literally wash machine. Or if you're smart like me, you'll wash it by your hands and not even get into this nonsense. Or if you're crazy like her, you'll wake up at 5 o'clock and go for it.
If you really want, just get an apartment and get your own washing machine. I think that's the best.
And there's going to be some.
You can do your laundry anytime. Any time of the day.
That is what's the best part about living like here. Like I have my own washing machine. I can do laundry any time of the day. Even
at home, like.
Yeah.
I can do laundry any time of the week.
Do you even do laundry at home?
I mean, I put everything in a washing machine.
How is that doing laundry?
Someone does it for me.
Oh, that is true. Even I put it in.
I am spoiled. Okay,
so I want to know that. So Rashmi had this. She journals a lot. She writes a lot of things. Every time we fought, she wrote in a journal all the bad things about me. I'm sure about it. Like, what is that one thing that you secretly did not like about me, but you never brought it up?
I don't think I had anything like that. We fought about pretty much everything. So I am not someone that can keep things inside her. If I'm upset about something, I will show it. I will not talk about it, but I will be very passive aggressive about it. And the other person will know that I'm upset with them. So I don't think I've kept anything in my heart. No.
Wow.
Yes.
Nice. I did threaten to break Rashmi's laptop.
Break my laptop. Can't believe this.
And we're still friends.
We were together 24 hours. It was very difficult to like hide things. Like keep things to yourself. Which was a good thing though. It was a good thing.
It is kind of crazy because not only did we work together, we worked in the same department. We sat next to each other.
Side by side.
Like 24/7. Like that's it's literally like living with your partner. Not even that. Even with Menak, like our workplace is different. So I don't live with him technically 24/7, but with you I live 24/7 for like over a year.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay, so what is the most, according to you, is the most crazy or like the most unhinged thing that we have done or that has
Hmm.
happened in the room that if you tell to someone they wouldn't believe?
I don't think we have been unhinged, unfortunately. We were very tired old souls living together. Uh, Let me check my list of things that I had written down.
Yeah, we literally there was nothing. We sneaked in our friend, like our colleague from work.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
most, I
But
think,
that's not a crazy
that's not
thing.
a
Like
crazy thing.
everyone does that.
Yeah, that's not.
Really nothing I can think of.
I can't believe this. You've done nothing in 1 year. Crazy thing.
I mean, I guess one of the crazy thing would be when we went out to see the movie. The dude that was in Joker, whose name I've forgotten.
Oh, Walk in Phoenix.
Yes, his
Oh,
movie.
oh,
We
oh,
went.
oh. I know which one you're talking about. Boy is Afraid.
Boy is Afraid. Yes. I
Hmm.
think we came home at like very late. We came
Was
home
that? That was the day.
yeah. That was it. Was just me and you, and it was the last metro that was going to
Oh.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was. I think it was the last metro, 12 or something.
I think we went to get Chinese after that. I don't.
I don't remember. Oh my god, yes, yes. My parents, if they watch this, my mom's just gonna freak out and she's gonna probably text me after this, like, what the heck?
Almost tried adopting a kitten. That was also there.
I was
but
just gonna say, yeah, the only thing I could
Yeah.
think of is the cat thing. I was like, should I just like we thought there was this cat in the building that was always like hungry, and I felt so bad for it.
Yeah.
And we thought we should just keep it in the room, but then it would be a mess because we just had one room.
Yeah. And they do come in every single day to clean, so
Yeah,
we can't hide the cat.
that is true. I tried to feed it. It would only eat
It
very
did not
little.
like what we gave.
Yeah, it only ate like I think fresh milk or something. It did not. It refused to eat the curd thing that I mixed it with water. I was like, ugh, no. What is this gawar food you're giving me? Oh, the cat was cute though. That was a nice. Yeah, we should have had a pet.
Yeah, I don't think after the bonsai we should keep any living things with each other. We were not equipped to take care of living things.
So one of our friend has sent Rashmi this bonsai tree because Rashmi really wanted a bonsai tree. And then Rashmi went home, and Rashmi is very like.
Just for a few days, I think
No, it
4
was a
or
week.
5.
It was a week.
Okay. It was a week.
Yeah, that was a long time to take care of your bonsai. Exactly. So she left a bonsai, and the only instruction she gave me, like bonsai doesn't need too much of like caring. All you need to do is, because it's very hot, you need to put water every day until the soil is completely wet. This is the only instruction I got, and I followed, and it started dying.
Dying.
By the time
Just
it came back,
bad.
was there any like leaves left on it? I think few.
No leaves left.
You can just ask Saket to send you another bonsai.
I don't think that's happening. Let's not keep again any living things with me. It's not an ideal situation for the living thing.
Well, you had given me wrong instruction. That's the only thing I can say.
Hey, I was trying my best, okay? As a new plant mom, I was doing my best.
Well,
But unfortunately,
Rashmi is very careful with her things, which is really nice quality.
exactly.
So, what is that one weird habit that you picked up from me? It has to be a weird habit.
I don't think any weird habits. I don't think you have weird habits.
I used to eat a lot of biscuits in the middle of the night.
Oh, it was the aloo bhujia craze that I picked up from you. It's still good though. I do love aloo bhujia.
Exactly. I have taught her what real food is and not the chapati
Real
and
food,
kurkure
yeah,
nonsense that
true.
she said. And nothing else
I
that you
learned to enjoy my food a lot when I was living with you.
Yeah.
Crazy enjoy food so much.
Mm,
It like helped me also to enjoy what I'm eating and look forward to what I'm eating.
yeah. I think if you should have picked up one weird habit from me is to go and get your go out and then get your food by yourself.
I don't think it's weird. I think it's empowering to go and get my own. I still don't do it. Very rarely do I do it, but it's good to do that. I would
Yeah.
recommend women everywhere to be independent and do things by themselves.
And if Rashmi, I think Rashmi also was scared to go out alone because she would encounter a dog, like a street dog. She was so scared. Oh, so funny. Do you remember how we used to avoid? Like every time we used to walk to office, there was this one dog who just knew I'm carrying my lunchbox. It would just run. And oh my god.
Because she used to carry her lunch in a lunchbox, in like a lunch bag thing. Not like putting it in your backpack like any normal person would.
Hey.
An auntie used to carry it.
I used to carry a lot of things, like fruits and things. So I had gotten this iron in very cheap price because I just needed it for that 1 year. Then I was gonna go home and I knew I don't have to iron my clothes anymore. But yeah, anyway, so like I
I
got
didn't get an iron, so I think I am like not in a position to be fighting with anyone. But yeah,
you did get an iron later, no?
no, I did not get an iron.
Oh yeah, I think yeah, that's what I told her. I was like, don't get one because if you have one thing, you don't need to get another of the same thing. So like I had this iron and it was just really bad because it would heat up so fast. It burned 2 or 3 of her clothes, and I don't know how she was ironing. Okay, with all her might, if you're ironing, it's going to burn.
That's why I need to press and iron it so that the wrinkles go.
And if it burned, oh my god, it would be every morning. I was like, okay, today what's gonna happen? That's going to just spiral rush me, and then I have to be like, hey, it's 9 o'clock. We have to go catch literally a metro. Let's go. So, what's your favorite memory of us living together? I know,
There's so many.
I know, but I have a very specific one. You say, and then I'll say.
I think one would definitely be the Saturday night
Yeah, that's mine.
Chinese and watching movie.
Oh,
It's so good. I've also written down the movies that we watched in my journal.
really?
Yeah, in the calendar part, I've written down which movie we watched.
One thing about Rashmi is that she puts everything like there, you know, like the books that we have read together, the movies we have watched, or we went to this place, that place. Like she has all these really nice. Like when you look back, it'll be nice. I don't have any such thing. I'm just gonna call you and be like, Rashmi, what did we do? Send me a picture. But yeah, our Saturday tradition was really nice. We had this Chinese
was
place
nice.
in
Yeah.
Hyderabad, and every Saturday night we would go there. We had the fixed order also. The
Yes.
guy literally like he just knew by the end.
He
he
used to
was
ask us when we, like, if we missed a Saturday or something, the next Saturday would be like, "Kahan par the?"
Yeah, it was really, really nice. And then we would watch a movie, we would decide a movie and keep. And yeah, I think oh my god, I'm gonna put some clips here if I can find of Rashmi being scared watching a horror movie. Those are gonna be my favorite clips forever. Like I've never seen someone actually be scared and watch it. It's so funny.
I am actually scared of horror movies, but I love watching horror movies.
Yeah.
So I usually force someone else to watch it with me so
Yeah.
that the ghost doesn't come and take me away. Any other memories? I think it was during, like, you were busy with your visa process and everything, and you had gotten a Kit Kat, and I was made to share that Kit Kat with everyone. I think we had something. No, you got the Kit Kat because it's good news.
Yeah.
Like, it was approved or something like that. And we were like downstairs eating our lunch, and I had to share that Kit Kat with everyone. And of course, I'm okay with sharing my food. But then we went up and you got out another Kit Kat. I was so happy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome I am. What can I say?
Is what else? I've written like a list of things here. So
I love how people have prepared. Like I literally have not prepared that much, but see, I don't remember. These are the things that I genuinely don't remember. Even in the last 2 episodes that I filmed, I genuinely don't remember so many things. And then like when they were talking, like this is what we have done, this is what you have done. And I'm like, I don't remember. The Kit Kat thing I completely forgot. I don't remember it at all. But I knew it. I knew if I take one, you will have to share it. So that's why I was like,
yeah. I was so, I don't know, I was so happy getting an entire Kit Kat for us. The sausage dog was also, we had a, I think it was a Dachshund dog that was next to our PG.
I know. I used to call it a platypus, remember?
Platypus, yeah. So chill dog. It used to just roam around the road. And no one was really keeping an eye on it. So
it was so small, so Rashmi was not that scared of it.
Yeah. Getting Mysore Bhaji and Punugulu in the hostel. Those days were good.
Those were really good.
Really
I love
good
how
days.
most of my podcast people talk about food because I feel like wherever I am, there is like 10 other food following right behind.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, we had this dosa center. We used to have dosa from. And then there's Mysore Bhaji. So many new things we ate, I think, in Hyderabad.
We did, yeah.
Mysore Bhaji.
Went to Food Street also. That was also pretty good.
Yeah, the Maggie was so good. The fried Maggie. So good.
Yes.
I know. People don't know this, but like Rashmi is a pure vegetarian.
Yeah.
We should talk about that. Like how,
Yes.
yeah. So like the first thing I asked before Rashmi shifted, I was like, do you have problem with someone eating non-vegetarian food around you? And otherwise, of course, we wouldn't be able to live together because I'm a hardcore like all chicken fan kind of situation going on. My God, I'm gonna get so much hate from all the vegetarian community right now. But
I don't think so.
I hope not.
That.
But Rashmi was like, no, I'm like, that's completely fine as long as like she's not eating or it's not touching her food.
Yeah.
Like it's all cool. And like that was one of the most difficult things because if you had to share food, we had to buy like every time it can't be one bucket of chicken and then one bucket of gobi Manchurian. So we had to like we had to split food because like it would be a lot of food. And so like most of the time we had obviously like we had to get every time Rashmi was involved, we had to get vegetarian food. That is because of her, the amount of gobi I've eaten. It's just too much gobi in 1 year, but I do love
gobi and baby corn also.
That was really good. I liked both of them. That was really good. So yeah, so like the food. That's why we used to go mostly for like these Mysore Bhaji and Punugulu. It was good, but it was also like And then we had this
Yeah.
restaurant where we used to get pav bhaji and chole bhature.
Nayantara.
Funny, man.
It was good. The food was good there.
I'm actually having cauliflower, like gobi, for my lunch also today.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
vegetarian lunch. And at night I'm having poha. Complete vegetarian day. But yeah, I did eat a lot of vegetarian food because of Rashmi in Hyderabad.
Just one last memory. You getting engaged to Menak was also a
Aw.
huge thing. I had to like subtly tell her your dress sucks. You need to dress up well because Menak had told us before that he's going to come a day early to propose to you.
Rashmi and I have not just lived together, and we will talk about work in a while. But we actually took a trip together, and that was like my first trip with a friend. So, do you want to talk about the trip? How do you think like how did the whole process of trip go? Because you were in charge of booking everything, guiding us. So, what was the best part, worst part of the trip?
Trip was really good. It's something we planned, I think, 6 months before we were supposed to go. And we started, like, we were supposed to go on the trip in January and we booked things like the hotel and everything in August because I am freak like that. I do not want things to be delayed, especially with travel or staying bookings. That is like, no for me. And yeah, the entire process was a bit stressful because all the decisions, like, I had to take the decision. Like, I got to choose what hotel we stayed in or how we travel, everything. And this was my first time doing it too. So I was a little scared that what if I mess up or what if the place is not that good and things like that. So I did have a mini breakdown in true Rashmi fashion, but it was fine. It was just me crying and being like, oh my god, what if everything gets fucked up? But I think that is it. That was the only stressful thing. And we did plan like a 1 day trip. So a lot of like government bodies have these like tourism department of any state has this tour thing that they do, like a 1 day tour to different places and things like that. So
Yeah.
that's how we booked a trip to go to Burra Caves and all those like Eastern Ghats, basically explored that place a bit. So yeah, that was not stressful because it was already there by the Andhra Pradesh government. So I didn't have to do much.
Like she said that she has planned everything, and she's like, you have not taken one responsibility. I was like, I have. I am decided my outfits. I can decide yours too.
Oh god.
What was
But
the
yeah.
best part of the trip?
I think the best part was going to the beach whenever we wanted.
Mm,
I love going to the beach, and then we went to the beach in the morning, early in the morning,
yeah.
and yeah, also getting like KFC. It was not KFC, right? It was McDonald's at night. That was also good. After we came
Remember
back
that
from the trip, and we just the 1 day trip, and we ordered McDonald's peri fries. I can't believe Crazy never tried that. It's like the best fries on the market.
So Praisy was also a girl who, like, our colleague and friend with whom, like, she was also part of the trip. It was 3 of us who went, and yeah, it was really nice. It was also very helpful because she is from like Telangana, like she knows the language, so it was kind of easy for her to, like, when we went to Visakhapatnam to like talk and everything. And yeah, it was actually really fun. Again, what was your best part about working with me? What was your worst part about working with me?
I think the best part was that I could brainstorm things with you because we were doing kind of similar things. It was like a lot of ideas we could discuss. That was the best part.
Okay, and the worst part?
The worst part was that I think my process of writing is very different from yours. And that was like clashing a bit because I like to take my time to do my research rather than writing. I prefer doing my research. But that's not the way Kasturi writes. So like there were a lot of clashes in like when we were collaborating on projects and things.
I can't believe that's the only clash we've had.
Yeah, I mean our common enemy was, well, other people in the office.
Do you think like our bond as friend, our bond as like roommate, did you think like that got into the way of our work anytime?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah.
I think it helped that we were living together because in the office there were a lot of things we couldn't say to each other. We used to go home and dissect things bit by bit, and it was really nice. It was a bit cathartic, and also like we could discuss so many things after we went back home. So yeah, it was really nice.
Even now, like if you listen to our voice notes, I think like 50-60% of it is about work.
Yeah,
this happened in my work. She'll say this has happened in her work. Yeah, I do miss that. Is like that is probably one thing that I really miss here is to not have you at work. So I can be like, oh my god, this happened, and like, who do I tell this to?
Even I miss that a lot.
Yeah. I think it kind of helps if I don't know now this. I don't know. Do you think this is true for everyone who would live together and go for work together? Or do you think it's just because we made it work?
No. I think it's because us, and also because we were working on similar things, like in the same department and things like that, and we were like on the same level too, right?
Yeah.
I think if it was like someone my senior and I was living with them, I couldn't discuss a lot of things openly.
Yeah. True. Yeah. Makes sense. If we had to start our own company, based on our roommate chemistry or, however our dynamics, what do you think that company would sell? Like, what would be the main product or service?
I think it would be something marketing related
Hmm.
because I feel like that's the field that we
Yeah.
are in also right now, and
Yeah.
that's how it also started. But apart from that, if I have to say something else, it would be finding your perfect roommate. How to do that? We can run like a workshop.
That would be nice. It's like find your perfect match with all those data points and all. It'll be like find your perfect roommate. Oh my god, I shouldn't have shared this here. No, we could actually start that off. I feel like that would take off. And it would be obviously inclusive, all genders inclusive.
Yeah,
That'd be
definitely.
pretty cool. I'm gonna think about that.
Also, we'll start a counseling service as well on the sidelines,
Yeah.
just to like help people, like live together. It's there, even if you find a perfect roommate, there will be things that you find annoying about each other. So
Mm.
we'll have like a third party neutral person
Yeah.
to help them resolve their conflicts.
You can think of the kind part. I'll think of like, okay, counseling means someone money I can rip off of this.
Yeah.
What do you think is that unspoken roommate rule or roommate code that we followed?
I think it was we each need our space.
Mm.
Because we are living together, working together, every single thing is together. We
Yeah.
needed each like space to sort of decompress and be by ourselves a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that was like an unspoken thing. I think it was really nice that I found someone that loved going to museums and art galleries too,
Right.
because not
Yeah.
a lot of people do. And I could like just drag her and be like, let's go here, let's go there. And it was really nice that I could do that.
Yeah, I think it really helped that we also have very similar interests, so it just helped with that. So what piece of advice would you give to friends who are thinking of like living together, or so the thing is, like, Rashmi and I lived in the same room. We did not
Yeah.
even live in different room. We lived in the same room. So like, what is advice you would give to someone who's going to be in each other's space a lot more?
I think it would be to have no expectations, because that will like you see like when we were talking online, I did not realize that Kasturi likes to go out so much, or Kasturi did not realize that I'm someone that likes to stay in so much. So those kind of expectations, it's not that it'll be harmful, but you need to be a bit empathetic about each other's expectations also. But having no expectations is not possible, but low expectations, I think.
That's a good advice even for life. Low expectations.
Yeah. What would you give? What advice would yours be?
Yeah, mine also would be that. You'll have to be flexible around each other.
Flexible, yeah.
That's for anything. Like if you're living with anyone, you have to be. You can't be like, this is what I want, that's it. I don't know. I guess it's a little different when you live in separate rooms, because then you have the entire space to yourself.
Yeah.
But when you're living with someone, right, in the same room, you're seeing them go to the washroom, you can hear them flush the toilet, then you're very yeah. So
Oh, that is very, very close, yeah.
yeah.
My stomach was not good when I was in the hostel. The food was so bad. I couldn't also eat any vegetables. At one point, I found an insect in one of the beans.
Yeah.
Something which was normal, but I was so put off by the food there that
First of all, who's eating
was not
beans? I don't know why these people was eating green beans for no reason.
there were people eating beans. There were people eating those like I forgot the name, Tondli or something. People were eating everything. Okay, brinjal also they were eating there.
Brinjal is fine, okay. What the hell is? And first of all, there would be that sambar mein, there would be that weird vegetable that I don't know what.
Drumstick. It's so hard.
Oh my god, drumstick. Every time somebody says drumstick, what? Okay, what strikes everybody's mind? The chicken drumstick. What the hell is a vegetable? How would I know drumstick is a vegetable? Oh my
She was so shocked for the first time. I was like, it's drumstick.
I was like, what the hell? I have known chicken drumstick all my life, not like veggie drumstick.
Yeah, that's why you need a vegetarian friend to,
Men
keep
really
you
like
updated on the new vegetables that are coming into the market.
Men
Or
really
even
likes the
fried.
drumstick, the vegetable drumstick.
Really?
Yeah, it's
I'm
a part.
okay about it.
It's a part of our like a very important Bengali dish. So
Mhm.
he really likes it, and then his mom makes it also, and I absolutely I'm horrified by it.
Why?
It doesn't taste good at all.
It's okay.
It's green in color.
That's not the drumstick's fault that it's green.
Oh god. So we are now at the fun segment of this podcast, and for today we're gonna play rave or rant. So I'm gonna give you scenarios in which like things that roommates do, and you have to tell me, or like you can say that things that I have done, like it's applying to us, and you have to say if that's a rave, that means all good, or if it's a rant, that means no.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start with the first one. Using the other person's things without asking them.
I think rant for me. I am a bit protective of my things.
Fair enough. Okay, talking through the bathroom door like it's the most normal thing.
Rave. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, we did talk a lot when you were pooping.
Hey, you were also pooping, okay?
Laundry piles that lived on the chair for weeks.
Rant.
Oh, for me, it's a rave.
Really? It used to fall down so often.
I know. They couldn't even clean that side because they were scared to
It
move.
was scared. Yeah.
Love those days. Having code names for people we know.
Rave.
Yeah. Do you remember any code name that we had for anybody?
We did not have code names.
Not even for work people.
No.
Nice. We just talked about them behind their back.
Yeah.
Roommate therapy session that went from rants to life plans.
Rave.
Hmm.
That was very nice.
Yeah, we did that pretty much every day.
Every day.
Yeah,
It becomes a core memory. It just makes you feel so comfortable.
yeah. Passive aggressive arguments.
Mm-hmm.
Rave for me, it's a rave. Love it.
I used to not, even though I was the most passive aggressive, but it's so difficult to have conversations.
I was like, today I'm gonna pick a fight with Rashmi. Not gonna let it go. Making elaborate weekend plans but never leaving the room.
Rant.
Yeah.
So much time you put into planning, and then we used to follow through pretty much everything.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. I don't think we ever cancelled unless like I got sick one time. I think that's why we had to postpone that.
Yeah.
My stomach was never fine. Like I fell sick so many times.
Fine.
Oh, and Rashmi fell sick, not just stomach wise, she fell sick, like her cold or cough or whatever. I don't know how every day she's sick.
Yeah.
I've never seen someone who is so strict with her diet to have that bad of immunity. You know, it's because you ate only those vegetable drumsticks.
Dal rice, yeah.
I forgot about the dal rice. It was so bad.
I couldn't eat dal rice after I came home for like a month or two because I just couldn't bring myself to eat it.
I know. And Rashmi is very similar. Rashmi does this thing where, again, Menak also does this thing. I feel like the entire podcast is me telling, oh, how are these two are similar. But like, Rashmi started having aloo bhujia, then she started realizing it's too bad, so she would not have it. She'll take just dal rice. And then I would feel guilty. I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting fat, so I'll also not eat. And it was just a sad day for everybody.
Yeah, and then we started ordering like veg Manchurian or something like that.
I know. Oh,
we just gave up. Dal rice was not cutting it.
I know. I tried to make that the egg sandwich thing for you. I made normal bread once. Normal bread because Rashmi won't have egg. Oh god. But that also gave me stomach issues, so I had to stop. So
we had like so many fruits and all. Even then, I don't know why we kept falling sick.
Yeah, well, you kept falling sick and then you started passing the disease on.
Yeah, that was not good.
Okay, playing pranks on each other.
I want to say rant. It depends on my mood. If I'm in a bad mood and you play a prank, I'm going to lose it.
I don't think I ever played any pranks on you.
Yeah.
No.
No.
You did not speak about the cursed panda.
Yes. It showed up after my birthday, a few days after my birthday. And it was a giant stuffed toy. It was very huge. Okay, I think it was like taller than me. Like maybe like 5.5 feet or 6 feet tall panda that was there. And I don't know what is wrong with that panda, but things were going wrong on the floor all the time. The fridge wasn't working. The elevator just got messed up.
Yeah.
There was like the cooler was leaking or something or the other was constantly going wrong. But I really wanted to bring that panda back to the room. It looked so sad, okay? It was sitting next to the fire hydrant, all sad. I think I have a picture of that. But I just felt so bad for the panda.
Also, like Rashmi also had this t-shirt of this, what do you call? Do you call them adult cartoons? I don't know what you call them.
Yeah, adult cartoons.
Yeah, so like she had this t-shirt of South Park. And I'm telling you that t-shirt was a bad luck. Every time she wore it, something or the other went wrong. Have you worn that since you've been?
No, I have not. I've not worn it. I'm still so scared.
Yeah, that t-shirt was just horrifying.
It was
like sharing snacks without asking.
Rave. I'm okay with that.
Late night talks about dreams and future plans.
Rave.
It is. Except you kept sleeping off by 10 o'clock. How will I talk about my future plans?
Hey, you had other boys to talk to.
Oh, now I'm gonna ask a question. What do you think of me as a matchmaker?
I wouldn't recommend her services.
I can't believe this.
I think my taste in men is very different. It's very, very different. It's like polar opposites.
How?
You like a little like boyish charm and things like that, and I like
rugged, handsome.
Rugged, handsome.
Did you fancy anyone from our university days?
I might have. I will
You are
not say.
lying to me. I know a liar when I see one. I want to know who you fancied.
I don't
I'm not gonna put it here, but like I'm not gonna put it in the podcast. But tell me, what do you fancy?
That's good.
Okay,
If I
then
get any messages, I'm going to block those people.
I don't think those people are there on my list, so I don't think they'll watch. Final one of Rave or Rant is respecting quiet time after a long day.
Rave.
Mm,
It's very needed.
yeah, true. Okay, that was the end of the fun segment. So we have come to the end of this podcast. Rashmi, did you enjoy it? Did you have fun?
Yes, I had lots of fun.
And yeah, I think by the end I did get some stuff out of you.
Mhm.
For season 2, I will think of some more controversial topic to make you talk on. Exactly.
Okay.
And by that time, we'll get more stories from Delhi. So I'm excited.
Yes, yes.
And Pune. That is also exciting. My God, so many things to look forward to. But yeah, I hope all of you enjoyed watching this episode. And like, before we end this, what do you think? Can two people who are friends become roommates, be in each other's space, and still remain friends?
Yes.
Okay, there you
We
have the
that,
answer.
We are alive, and we are really good friends even now. We
Yeah.
talk almost every single day.
Yeah, pretty much every day.
Yeah.
And yeah, so there you have it. You've got your answer. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And I'm going to see you soon in another one. So don't forget to subscribe because that really helps this channel. Like this video if you thought this was a fun one. Comment down below if you are planning to move in with your friend or what is your advice for people who want to move in together. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.